An ouya? Is that a type of animal? I don't know.
Oh dear.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
And welcome to Fierce Feedback. Hi, Liz McCurry.
Hello, how's it going? We've got a special guest today, haven't we?
We have.
Hello.
Yeah, she's back.
It's me.
It is you.
My name is back.
We're welcoming Aurore Dimopoulos.
Aurore
Hi.
Dimopoulos. Hello.
Hi.
Hi, Will Goldstone. How's it
Happy
going?
to be here.
It's going
I
pretty
am
well.
happy to be here because the last time I was on, you weren't here.
I wasn't here.
But now you are here.
And I'm the favourite. I'm sorry, Will, I am.
What does that mean?
It means that Aurora prefers me.
Oh, that's fine. I've known that for a long time.
I didn't come here for a fight between the parents. I'm not ready for this.
So this is your Christmas episode of Fierce Feedback.
Yeah,
We're at Shane McCurry right now.
Yeah, we're at my abode.
And we're ready to record an episode of Christmas Memories in which each of us will present two games of our history that came out around the Christmas window. So we said,
Yeah, so like holiday. When
Holiday
they mention
season.
holiday, it's like end of October to December time.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Will's looking like, oh no, I chose a game from January.
I'm not.
March.
It's once
my
the Christmas
holiday.
decorations come down, you're fucked.
Yeah.
No, I've got two games that are in that window, but I'm kind of cheating because my birthday's the end of November.
Okay.
So I've captured a birthday game that I remember.
That's fine.
because I know
That's
it's
still
festivities.
quote unquote holiday.
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah,
My birthday lasts the entire month of December.
That is true.
Yeah, like yours.
Mine's the entire month of May.
Yeah.
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 Just like the Queen.
Yeah,
Yep.
absolutely. Mm.
No, that's just two birthdays.
No,
That's
yeah,
different.
she's just fucking cheating.
Birthday year.
So we're gonna do our games, and then we're gonna finish off with a feature that we've decided to call Merry Quizmas.
Yay! I love a quiz, me.
Which is a festive quiz that I've put together.
Thank you
which
for that,
is
William.
vaguely Christmas related.
I'm still worried I'm not going to get any questions.
I'm confident that very few people are going to get questions.
Are they like riddles, though?
Wait, you're confident no one's going to get questions, so what are you going to ask?
Wait, what? I've got the questions. I don't think you'll have the answers.
Right.
There you go.
It's not obscure stuff, though, is it? Like,
Let me check my notes.
What toe
Pilkington.
did John McClane injure while going through broken glass?
There is a plane related question.
I knew there would be.
Is the answer yippee-ki-yay?
There's also a leg related question.
Leg?
There's one.
Turkey leg?
Don't spoil it. Should we just get to the
giving
games?
a teaser.
I'm just
It's
really
a teaser.
What time? We've got 2 games each.
I'm really worried it's going to be like, you know, Carl Pilkington used to do that Rockbusters.
Yeah.
And he had like wet knee Houston, or I fell in a puddle on my knee in
Dallas,
Texas.
yeah.
Like, it's not going to be like that.
It's not
obscure, is
Rockbusters,
it?
don't
No,
worry about
okay,
it.
good.
Although they were brilliant. Aurora,
Yeah?
you're the guest. Give us your first game.
Woo! Straight into it. There isn't about Merry
Well,
Christmas.
I was told we were wasting time.
Oh, I'm sorry. You asked for a producer.
You're on.
So, I'm going to take you back.
We're back to 1999.
Yes!
No.
exactly
Best year for games, in my
1999.
opinion.
Take a ride to our old neighbourhood.
November. A little title for Windows by the developer N-Storm.
Okay.
It was distributed by an EXE.
As is traditional on PC.
As is traditional, but actually it was kind of uncommon because it was just an EXE delivered to you by an email or downloaded in some form.
Is it like
So everyone
like-
thought it was a virus, but actually
yeah.
it was Elf Bowling.
Oh! Amazing! What a great choice!
I have no idea about this game.
This is genius.
Was it
Oh
free
my
in the
god!
magazine? or-
Actually, I'm glad you don't know anything about
Oh,
it.
man.
Will, I'm glad you
This is the
remember
most
about it.
emailed game ever.
Yes.
But emailed why? Was it like a campaign
Because
or free with a
It
magazine?
was. So
or-
actually, it was part, and I found this in my research because I was just like, this was a weird time because I remember playing this at school. I was 11
Yeah.
years old in our IT room that was the only place with computers, like big fuck off monitors. and everyone was playing this like elf bowling, and it's literally you are playing Santa Claus who's trying to get revenge on his elves by setting up the elves as pins, and it's just a bowling game that's Santa themed, and it's called Elf Bowling, and it was a marketing campaign.
Was it?
Yeah.
Did not know that.
Apparently it was a marketing campaign. Hang on a second. So
Coca-Cola.
Probably.
Well, the holidays are coming.
So I didn't write down what it was for, but
Aurora.
I'm sorry.
Worst producer ever.
I think just make it up. I think it was for fruit pastels.
Sure. Sure. But now there are 8 editions
Items.
of Elf Bowling, and there was a movie. Actually, in my notes,
there wasn't
in my
a
notes, it
movie.
precisely says there was a fucking movie.
Well, that's more likely to be true. Like a porn version of Elf Bowling.
Genuinely,
Imagine.
there was a movie. I'm hiding my last piece
I'm
of notes.
sorry, I
'cause
was
you're looking-
peering. I'm sorry.
You are peering
I
at
was
my
just
second head.
impressed by this. Is this your handwriting on your phone?
No, this is my handwriting on my iPad linked by iCloud to my phone.
Well,
future.
I'm going to be honest with you. That's
Anyway.
the lowest score I've ever seen on IMDb.
What is
Elf
it?
Bowling the movie, 1.8 out of 10.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
Well,
really
at least
bad.
it's not one.
So, I also wrote down in my notes, because I watched the trailer, and the premise is Santa was a pirate that got kicked off his ship.
Yeah, Google says, when Santa's half-wit brother kidnaps the elves, Santa and Super Elf Lex team up to save the day, involving penguins, pirates, and legendary heroes. Directed by, this is my favourite bit,
Jerry
directed by
Bruckheimer.
Rex Piano.
His name's familiar to me, actually.
What do you mean who's that? It's the director of Elf Bowling.
Rex Piano.
Rex Piano.
His name's familiar.
Well, to be honest, looking at the rest of his films, I can believe that you would have seen something.
What are they? What are they? A talking cat?
Because it's all shit horror.
Wait,
Impact
yeah,
Earth,
exactly.
Shora.
Fault
Sure.
Line,
Yeah, sure.
Trapped, Snowman's
What?
Snowman's what?
Snowman's Pass,
Oh, that rings a bell.
Snowman's Pass.
I might
It's
have
got
seen
like
some of these.
It's got like
Oh
a
my God.
crosshair.
I might have a
Cave
piano
In,
collection.
Hope Ranch. These are all straight to DVD. Blind Injustice. These, yeah, I mean, he's been busy.
It was great. It was just passed around as an EXE. You couldn't uninstall it at the time either, apparently.
So it was a virus,
It's
really.
just, you just delete it. It's an
I
easy-
think at the time it just, like, you couldn't. There was no...
It just moved
Because you
about.
had to have an uninstaller with the program that you
No, you can just
distributed back in
delete
the
the
day.
XEs, can't you?
No, this is
Elf
Windows,
Bowling.
babe. Like, not the
What are you
same.
It's the same. You just
It's not
open
the
it.
same.
It's not the same.
No, deleting an EXE is not the same as uninstalling it.
No, I know that. It doesn't delete registry keys and shit. We're getting really in depth
Sorry.
on the minutiae of PC games circa
But the thing we
1999.
need to focus on
Yes.
Yeah.
is that Santa was a pirate that got kicked off his own ship.
Yeah.
So he
That's
thought,
the present. That's the premise of the film, not the premise of the game. The premise of the game is, I think he wanted to get revenge on his elves, so he sets them up as bowling pins and
So,
starts bowling into
There's
it's
them.
like
less deep
John Wick,
lore
isn't
in
it?
the game. Go on,
but
how
no
is it like
dog.
that?
Well, it's just a guy trying to get revenge, isn't it? It's like Taken or John Wick, but with Santa.
Bowling is the Taken of PC game.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wish I'd played this. I missed it.
This- it
we
was-
only had like
it
those
was-
Archimedes pieces.
This is what it looked like. So just so you understand the basic.
Do you know what? I'm really pleased about this because the game I'm
You
talking
can
about later is a bowling game as well.
Oh, wicked!
Yeah,
You
it
can still
is.
get this. There's 8 editions of Elf Bowling.
Do you know now you've shown me the screenshot? I recognise
It
it.
looks familiar, right?
Yeah, it really does.
Liz, tell us your first game.
Oh, is it me?
It's you now.
Right, well, tell you something.
Wait a minute.
Hey?
Is there any other context to Elf Bowling?
What do you mean?
Why did you like it? Why have you chosen it?
Yeah.
I liked it because it was the first kind of like viral thing I experienced in like my school experience where we all played it. Like everyone played Elf Bowling.
So it's
and
like
it was
a
like
collective
a thing,
conscience thing.
Yeah, it was the thing to get the high score in at school. Like you bragged about your high score in Elf
So it's
Bowling.
like,
I missed
it's like a Renaissance arcade feel.
yeah,
That's cool.
little bit, but only in the IT room at school.
Yeah.
I'm really sad I missed it. Did you get the high score?
I don't remember that far.
Did the elves make any funny noises?
Yeah,
when
they
you
did
hit it?
actually.
there was some good barks.
Yeah, so there was one particular voice that they did when if you threw a gutter ball, the elf would be like gutter ball, very specifically like that.
Really, you're tweaking my something in my brain.
Nostalgia.
It's there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is familiar to me now you said it.
We'll play it after the
You
podcast.
might have experienced it.
I bet you it will be available as a flash game.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
100%.
sure.
There's
But this was, am I right in thinking this is kind of pre-flash game, isn't it? Or is it the start of that?
I think it was kind of you couldn't, it wasn't online.
Yeah.
It was,
So it's like pre-Newgrounds. If you don't know Newgrounds,
Yeah, definitely.
Newgrounds was like a
That was like
flash
New Year.
gaming portal 2002-ish onwards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2006, 7, I guess.
It was distributed in a very dodgy way. Hence why everyone thought it was a virus.
Yeah.
Because who gets EXEs?
John McAfee, livid.
What initiated it? Did schools text?
Well, no,
Did schools email.
So back in the day,
Yeah.
schools didn't have IT security. That wasn't a thing. So you could just install anything. So someone got it and put it on all the computers at school, because that's what you would do. You wouldn't just install it
Gave
on
me
one
a
computer.
floppy disk with EXE.
Yeah,
on it.
Probably, yeah.
Exe
And then just shoved it on there. It was the same thing with the reason why we all had Doom and Wolfenstein
Yeah.
on the PCs at school is because one person decided to install it on all the PCs and they couldn't get rid of it because people would just keep installing it again.
I want to play it now.
No PC security.
Dead good.
Back in the day.
Liz,
Is it me? Right, let's do it. So,
what hast thou chosen for Christmas?
I was going to do one, but I'm going to do other now, so it leads on to bowling. So, there was a few games I was going to do. I was going to do Tomb Raider 3.
Is this the honourable mentions?
Oh, that's so good. I didn't pick that because I almost chose
Yeah,
that.
Tomb Raider 3 is my favourite Tomb Raider. I was going to do Splinter
Same.
Cell.
I love spinning.
I was going to do Max Payne 2.
love Max Payne.
The fall of Max Payne.
I was going to do Final Fantasy 9, but the first game I'm going to do is, just leading on from yours, Aurore, is Tekken Tag.
I love Tekken Tag.
Did you know that Liz has got a BA in Tekken?
I have got a BA in Tekken. Literally
What?
nobody can beat me at Tekken. I had a guy throw a controller at my feet at Eurogamer one year because there was a Tekken Tag. It might have been Tekken Tag, actually. It was the same year that Heavy Rain came
You
out.
said it was Tekken 3.
Was it Tekken 3? No, it can't have been Tekken
No,
3.
it's Tekken Tag Tournament 3.
Yeah, it
It was
was.
around that time.
So,
I went to a press event for that.
yeah, and
Yeah.
it was winner stays on. And I tell you, nobody can beat me at Tekken.
We should play Tekken.
No one.
I'm better at Tekken than I am Street Fighter.
Oh, yeah, me.
And I beat people in the arcade in
Yes.
Japan, in Tokyo.
Really?
Yeah. And they got really angry with me.
Yeah, I feel that.
We should do it.
I had some rage. Someone threw a controller at my feet and stormed off because I tell you something. There's one thing I'm good at. It's haranguing Tekken. All right?
Oh,
no
you
one
play
can beat me.
harangue.
Harangue or Anna Williams. Right? No one can beat me.
Harangue.
No one. Who rang?
I'm
me.
gonna-
And I'll kick your ass.
I'm going to bust you out my Christy or my Eddie or my Devil Jin. Let's do
they
it.
are good characters.
Let's do it.
They are good characters. So, Tekken Tag was released 24th November. It was the first Tekken game on PlayStation 2. It was originally on the arcade in 1999, then it came to PlayStation 2, and it's the fourth Tekken game in the series. It's not canon, so the story is bobbins. They just...
All the stories are bobbing. The entire thing. It doesn't matter if it's canon or not. The entire story of Tekken is just out there.
I mean,
I
the
actually
story's
don't know
dad
the
in an
story of
arcade.
Tekken.
In a
Nobody
volcano,
does.
didn't
Oh,
they?
It doesn't
okay.
make any sense.
Something happens. Someone threw the sun in a volcano and a devil turned up. That's about it, really.
That's
Where's that
about it.
panther fella come from?
Panther Man.
Cheetah or whatever it is.
King.
King.
He's a wrestler and he owns an orphanage.
What's his...
He does. Everything he does is for his orphanage, Will. Don't you take the mic?
100% true. And what's the one that does it for the ecologist in Arizona?
Oh, Julia Chang.
That's it.
Yeah.
I don't think her last name... Was it? Yeah.
Was it Chang? Because Michelle Chang was a mum and she was in the first one. Was it Julia Chang?
I think it was Julia. Yeah, it was
I don't
It was
know.
definitely Julia.
Anyway.
Her fighting style was awesome.
Liz,
Yeah,
tell me
she
more
was
about
cool.
Tekken.
So, it was the fourth installment. I can't speak. It
Fourth
was the
instalment.
Fourth installment of Tekken. This brace is not getting better at Christmas. Come on, give me some Christmas cheer.
Christmas break.
Christmas Brave. Yeah, so developed and published by Namco. The composer was Yu Miyake, who was also the composer for Ridge Racer. And the producer was Yasuhiro Noguchi, who was also the producer for the Yakuza series, like Yakuza
Oh.
4. So some great
Yakuza.
talent. Yeah, I always say it like that. What is it? Yakuza? Is it Yakuza?
Yeah, it's
Is that the real way?
Yakuza.
I wouldn't
Yakuza.
accuse you of that.
That's how we say it up north.
Yakuza.
So,
Love it.
With triads.
So I've actually written story.
Very different.
Story of Tekken is mad. Love a good beat 'em up.
Yep. That's
which is
a
pretty much
good
it.
summary.
Your handwriting is like the font from Wipeout.
It is. I know. I need to type it up next
Imagine
time.
someone's handwriting,
It's really hard
and then
to read.
scan it in, and then squash it vertically in Photoshop, and you'll have Liz's handwriting. It's incredible.
It is great.
So
Mine's a mess.
Tekken Tag, as the name suggests, I love it when the name tells you what it is.
Yeah,
You know,
like Bomberman.
Yeah.
He's a man that's bombing.
Yeah, just efficient, isn't it?
Yeah.
You've got two people in a team, and you tag each other in.
It's
Yeah.
like tag team WWF.
Yeah.
We have
It's like
Exactly
Marvel
like that.
Capcom.
Yeah, just tagging people in.
Yeah.
But the best thing about Tekken Tag is that it has a side game called Tekken Bowl.
What's
Okay.
that? Really?
Yeah, and it's fucking brilliant.
Oh my
How many
God.
times have I sworn? Right, I need to bleep out
I haven't
all
been
my swears.
counting.
Sorry. So you choose your tag team, and they do their little intro, like they were, if you pair two characters that have a relationship in the story, they do a bit of a funny intro or whatever. You're in a bowling alley, and you're just bowling. And so there's like a gauge.
wicked.
It's so good. So there's like a gauge that's like your power and where
Is it a
you're
cage
aiming.
gauge?
It's a cage gauge. And if you put too much power in, your character flies down the bowling alley and takes everything out.
No
Does
way.
it still work?
It still works.
So that's a strike.
That's a strike.
That's very good.
So
So don't you just cheat it by putting full power on every shot?
it doesn't always strike.
Oh, okay.
Ah, bastard.
But there's a robot in it called Jack. And so he has...
Jack.
Yeah, Jack's great. So he has like a Terminator vision where he can see where the best strike would be. Brian Fury is like a cyborg, so he's super strong. So some of the characters have like advantages and disadvantages, which is quite fun. So the reason I chose Tekken Tag is because I used to play this game when I first started secondary school, and a lot of my friends weren't really into games, but I'd have them over at Christmas, and they would just love Tekken Bowl. They you could not get them away from it. I had this particular friend called Emily who was just not bothered about games. She thought they were absolute garbage. Put her on Tekken Bowl, you could not get her home. She was just there.
Go home, Emily.
Come on, Emily. Come on, time's cracking on.
Your mum's picking you up.
So yeah, and then the last thing I'm going to say is I've written at the bottom, Dream Team, Harang and Anna Williams. They were my favourite. So that's my first game. Tekken Tag, but more specifically Tekken Bowl.
That's so good.
I don't have a bowling related
That's so good.
thing to pair it with.
So weird. We both had bowling games.
It's a Christmas thing.
Yeah. I never played the original Tekken Tag, but I definitely I played 3.
Tekken 3 is amazing.
No, Tekken Tag 3.
I've not played Tekken Tag 3. Not played the third one.
I'm pretty sure there was a third one. Now I'm questioning whether it
There
existed or not.
probably is.
I'm pretty sure it did.
If it had Harang in it, I'll play it.
Tekken 3 is really good. All the original Tekken fighting games are just amazing.
I know, I love them.
so
Tekken's
much.
my favourite fighting
I
franchise.
think I
Same.
only played the first one on PS1.
Did you?
PS1,
How
right?
did you not know about the orphanage? Were you not paying
how did
attention
you-
to the
you just
in-depth
didn't
story?
pay
I didn't
attention
pay
to the
attention to the
story.
deep lore.
Every character had their own little story and why they were entering the
King of Iron Fist tournament.
King of Iron Fist tournament, which is run by the Hihachi family.
That's it.
Oh yeah, I remember
knows?
him. I remember old Hihachi.
Old Hihachi, super rich dude.
Wears a nappy in Tekken 5.
Yep, super evil. Runs the King of
It's
Iron
got that
Fist.
old.
Yeah.
You go in to win a ton of prize monies at the last monies at the last like
Cash money.
cash monies. Let's put cash monies after my tournament. And then so you fight all these people, and then during the time, like you've got like the mid fight, which gives you a bit more story into why
Yeah.
they're like fighting, and each character you pick as you go through fighting has a different story, and
It's
some
great.
like cross over.
Yeah.
And then once you in 1, 2, and 3, if you played all the way through, you'd unlock like an extra skin or an extra character.
Yeah.
So
They're good.
Just
Tekken's
dead
great.
good.
Just did VS mode, didn't I?
Harang's the best though.
No, he's not.
I love him.
No.
The only Tekken I know is that one with Liam Neeson.
What is the seat Tekken?
With Holly the Lance at end with it.
That's Dead or Alive.
Yeah, that's dead. I
Have
love that film.
Yeah, it's great.
Oh, so good.
you seen the
that
Tekken
wasn't
film?
what I meant. It's when you
Yes,
Yeah.
Oh, fucking hell.
That's Christy, isn't it? It's got Christy in it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
does.
with the capoeira. Yeah. Is this seat Tekken? Yeah, and this one's Tekken 2.
Yeah.
So that was
God.
Jamie's joke. That.
Oh my god.
Jamie always gets a shout out on the podcast.
Yeah, it's because he's great.
Well done.
William, it's you.
I know.
What's your
So,
bowling related Christmas
My
game?
non-bowling related game.
Non-bowls.
Camilla
Nada
Parker Bowls. It's Batman.
Which one?
Which one?
Batman. If you let me finish. Batman the movie on the Game Boy.
No,
What?
don't remember this.
1989, Sunsoft, 22nd of December, right before Christmas.
22nd of...
Oh God, that's a very close release
That's the closest window.
Yeah, it is.
No, I don't. So basically, full disclosure, listener, I spent all my time on the quiz and very little time on the two games.
That's true.
That's just
fine.
what's happening.
You were the food prepper this evening as well.
I did.
You've been very busy.
I've been busy. So, Batman.
Yeah.
Who is he?
And what does he do? Lives in Gotham.
What does he not do?
Doesn't he do?
Yeah, what does he do?
So, I feel it's a little bit festive. The reason I chose it as well is because Tim Burton films,
I love them so
they're
much.
great,
somehow
yeah.
festive, right?
Michelle
Yeah, they do. It's
Pfeiffer,
because they're all fun and colourful. And also
Yeah.
Mr. Freeze seemed really festive as well.
break the ice.
That is the second time you've quoted that exact Mr. Freeze quote
Is
on
it?
this podcast. Anyway, that is not Tim Burton
Look at the
at all.
dinosaurs.
Mr. Freeze is not Tim Burton
ice
Batman's.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
What
Batman
I say.
Forever. Batman Forever was...
Joel Silver.
Correction. Will meant Joel Schumacher.
Really?
Yes.
Oh shit.
Tim Burton did Batman and Batman Returns.
With
shit.
Yeah.
our friend...
Michael Keaton.
No, not Michael Keaton. Who was in...
George Clooney.
No, he was in that great
Val
film,
Kilmer.
Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, Val Kilmer.
Kilmer.
Yeah, it was Val,
Val
Kilmer.
Kilmer.
Yeah, he
I just
wasn't
remembered
in
the Batman thing that we
either of
used
them.
to do.
I'm talking about...
They had nipples on their suits, you
I
know.
forgot about the Batman.
Why did
The
you do
Batman.
this?
It's Keaton, Kilmer, Clooney, Bale.
Is
That's how you
that
remember your
the Manson
Batman.
song?
How we remember our Batman since we made a song.
The Keaton Batman
Yeah.
was also made into a NES game and a Game Boy game. And I got a Game Boy, which was my first ever console.
Cool.
So I was very excited. I'd had a PC for a few years. And I definitely didn't get it in 1989.
How old have you been? Sorry.
No, I was probably a few years on from that. So 89 would have been 6. So probably got it 2 years later. I was probably like 9 or something.
Okay.
So it was probably like 92, maybe, when I got it. It came out in the right window, so I'm sticking with it. But it's just a really solid platformer. It wasn't like a lot of the platformers at the time, which were kind of just like, film tie-ins, which were just a bit crap.
Yeah.
And a bit like, I can guys find a reminiscent of the thing, but fuck it. This was just, it was just really solid. There was a nice mix of stuff that was in the film and stuff that they'd made up, as opposed to just a weird... Do you remember when I talked about Jurassic Park?
Yeah, where Velociraptor gets in a boat at end.
Yeah. Or gets on a
Gets
helicopter.
on the boat and flies away.
Gets in a boat and flies away.
Yeah.
All right.
The old flying Velociraptor.
Yeah.
boat. Classic.
I remember
Jurassic
that.
Park. Remember that scene at the end? Just like the film. Batman.
Yeah, he gets in a boat at the end.
The essence of chaos. No, but yeah, Batman was great. Loved it. Tim Burton felt festive. And I don't know
So was
a
it
lot
quite
else.
colourful like that? Was it
No,
quite
but it was
colourful?
on the Game Boy.
The Game Boy was black and green.
So very Tim Burton.
It was green, different green.
Wasn't it black?
No, it's just
It
like
was,
shades
though.
of greenish,
I never had a
brownish.
Game Boy. I only had a Game Boy Color.
I did not have either
Princess.
of those. I did not have either of
It
those.
was see-through purple to match my N64. What?
Oh, nice.
God.
Nice.
I didn't have any of that. I had green and different green, but it worked for the
Green
Joker.
and different green.
Yeah, it was good. No, it was a really solid platform. I've already said that, and I don't have any other details because
What
I
was
spent
the
all my time
story?
on
What was he
this.
doing?
He was just going around Gotham, just kicking ass.
How did it compare to like Rocksteady's Batman Arkham City?
Which I would contrast the two. Well, for example, in Batman Arkham Asylum or Arkham City, there is a deep ability to go into detective mode where you
Yeah,
can
that's
get like
great.
X-ray, you see where people are moving. Couldn't do that on the Game Boy because it was green and different green. So unfortunately, that wasn't an option for the developers.
But you got it. You said you got it for your birthday.
I got the Game Boy. I got Batman, the movie, the game. The game of the movie.
The movie of the game of the movie of the comic
game.
book.
Kim McClooney, Batman. So this is the festive episode of Fierce Feedback, and as is traditional, we've had a Christmas tipple.
Yeah, we are
enjoying some rhubarb and raspberry and ginger gins. Of
Those are
various
different
kind.
gins.
They're
Not all
gins.
together.
They're not all at once.
Or moccajins, like moccajin's character from
Oh, yeah,
Tekken,
it is.
isn't it? Yeah.
No,
I'm not very good on the jokes tonight, am
tumbleweed
I?
now because I get it.
Yeah, moccajin's this wooden guy.
It's a
And,
wooden.
Oh, that guy.
there's a lady.
Yeah.
isn't it?
The
She's
one
got
who's like a
flower.
little posable wooden doll thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he mocks of the characters' fighting
Yeah.
styles.
Oh.
He's a moccajin.
It's basically a mirror match.
Yeah.
I think you could pick, if you picked Mokujin, you could pick which style.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
thought it just defaulted to the one you were against.
No.
I think it used to.
It wouldn't.
I'm not sure.
I don't know.
Because why not just pick that character?
What do you mean? Because it's like picking a random, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh. No, but I meant if you were against a certain one and it mirrored.
Yeah.
But
Why
you
not
don't
pick
know
the
who
same
you're
character?
against until... So when
If
you
you-
play through
yeah.
the game,
Oh.
you pick a character and
Yeah,
then
I was
you
thinking
find
of
out who you're
VS
against.
mode where you see who you're fighting.
Yeah.
Anyway, Batman. Done.
Good. Did you have a good
Did you have a
time?
nice
I
time?
did. I got the game. Sorry, I was saying I got the Game Boy, and I was saying this to Liz on the previous episode where we talked about our gaming history. I got it for my birthday, and it was a school day, which is the worst day of the week to have a
no.
birthday because your mum says, "Yeah, here's this amazing thing. It's your first ever gaming console." She didn't say that. She didn't know what a console was. But she gave me the gift, and I was like, amazing, brilliant. Anyway, see you later. And she was like, what are you talking about? You're going to school now. And I'm like,
I hate when they do that.
Oh.
Why do parents do that?
but I'm a Game Boy now. So,
Game Boy now.
so
am
why
a
would I
Game Boy.
need to go when I've got Super Mario Land and Batman?
Oh, no.
Was yours purple and see-through though?
No, it was white and
Well, no, because they
plain and
never,
boring.
they didn't come in separate colours. But did you have a link cable?
To link to whom?
The past.
Oh, you didn't have friends.
Nice.
That was good.
No, I didn't have any friends.
Oh.
No, I didn't know.
I had a friend that
Just to
had an
clarify.
original Game Boy,
No.
and I had a Game Boy Color. We desperately tried to link together, but it obviously...
Could you not? Could you not link a colour in a normal?
No.
Game
It
Boy?
was really sad.
Brutal.
Yeah.
I don't have either of those.
Good talk, Liz. Aurora, what's your second game?
My second game... Hang on. I want to put this down.
Please do.
Is Zelda bowling.
Oh my god, could you imagine? I cannot. Right. I'm going to take you back to another November release.
Ooh. I'm not looking at your phone this time.
November 11th, 2008.
2008.
Wait.
Xbox 360 and PS3.
Give me a genre.
Very
I
good.
can't really, because it was technically the first of its kind.
What?
Oh, was
In
Hideo Kojima
2008?
involved?
Did you say 2008?
Yeah, I did. It
it
was.
Kind.
No, not wet.
Was
Mirror's Edge.
Nice. Great choice.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good choice.
The reason it was the first of its kind is because it was a first-person platforming parkour kind of shooter, but not really.
Jeu video.
Video. No. Not right.
No.
It was great. It was amazing. It had like super, like a really distinctive art style and like at the time, really unique gameplay where no one had nailed being able to run on walls and parkour and do flips and stuff without making anybody sick.
Yeah.
And still have it really fluid. And it had that really crisp, clean, sort of white and red.
Yeah, like primary colour
Yeah.
aesthetic.
Yeah, and like red was also used as a thing that you could interact with. So you know,
Yeah, it's
if
like
you
yellow nowadays, right?
Yeah.
and it was beautiful. Written by Rihanna Pratchett, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Love Rihanna.
No, she
ledge.
was
Is
a
a
guest
ledge.
lecturer at my university.
Really?
My course, yeah.
She's such a legend.
She was
Absolutely love her.
amazing.
She was at the premiere as well. To Witcher the other night.
She was at the Witcher
Saw it on her
premiere.
Instagram.
Me and Rihanna share a love of shark films. So
Yes,
we
tell me
regularly,
about
yeah,
shark
Rihanna's
love.
great. I only have good things to say about Rihanna.
Yeah.
So yeah, good writing,
She's
good
wicked.
work. She is amazing.
And yeah, just have like so many good, fond memories about Mirror's Edge, about just playing it endlessly and doing all of the time trials.
And the protagonist was quite striking as well, wasn't
Yeah.
she? I can't remember her name.
Her name is
much.
Faith.
That's it.
She had a wicked tattoo that went all the way
she
down
did.
her arm.
What was the story of Mirror's Edge?
The story is set in a very dystopian world, and this is going off of memory because I didn't research it, because I was like, I'm sure I remember this. Probably don't remember it correctly. Yeah, dystopian universe, and they are kind of delivery people, but delivering. You don't really know what you deliver, but you do have to deliver it. So it's kind of like definitely contraband being like part of a delivery network. And I think there's some corruption in there at some point. So there is some gun shooting and things like that. But I didn't really play it for the story. Sorry. Played it for the amazing gameplay. And,
Yeah, because it was really
feel
unique at the
was
time.
so fluid. It was lovely. And essentially what they did to stop people feeling sick is they put a tiny, tiny dot in the middle of the screen.
Yeah.
Which
They
I
did that
found
with
out.
Deadlight. Was it Deadlight, the zombie game?
Oh, Dying Light.
Dying Light, yes. They did that with Dying Light as
Yeah.
well. It had that parkour element to it.
Yeah, and that's how they got over making people feel sick without having any
It's
kind
the
of...
same in VR, isn't it? Like have a HUD
Yeah.
on screen
Yeah,
that stays
have a
constant
focus.
to
This-
where you
yeah.
look.
This had no HUD though, so they
Yeah.
had to solve the problem in a different way, which was also really nice and like refreshing after you're playing like Call of Duty and all those games, which has like multiple HUDs and like, all of this
every layer has a
information.
thing above them.
Yeah, and like so much information, but this is just like super crisp and like just like breath of fresh air in this like sea of first person shooters and that dot in the middle of the screen, what they were trying to simulate, which is what I found from my research, which I didn't know, was a dance technique called spotting, which is what you do when you see dancers.
Oh yeah, when you
spotting.
turn around, you look at the same
Yeah,
position.
so you pause your head as your body is spinning and you focus on one point. That's what they were trying to simulate with having
Wow.
that dot in the middle.
That's super cool.
Yeah.
That's dead good.
Yeah.
Who knew we would get into figure skating? Whilst talking
Or
about sport?
dancing,
The
ballet.
Mirror's Edge.
Any of those things.
What is
Any of
the
those
Mirror's Edge?
Yeah, what was on? Did you get to the Mirror's Edge? Or is it the end? Where do you get to the edge of the mirror?
Is it like what's that film with the
Don't know, but the longer it takes, the better it
the
is.
Truman Show, where he gets the edge of the show when he's sailing off and he just hits his boat into
It's
a
exactly
wall.
like that, Aurora. Well done.
That's exactly like Mirror's Edge.
It's the edge
That's the edge of
of the TV mirror.
yeah.
Edge of the TV mirror.
Liz, game 2. Talk to me about
Is
it.
it me?
Yeah,
Okay. Not got much to say about this one.
great.
Um,
Quiz time.
so,
Tekken Tag 4. No.
second tag.
Not a
Final
thing.
Fantasy
Christmas after.
8.
Final Fantasy VIII.
Christmas DLC.
So, I was born in 1986.
Really?
I was, and
2 years prior to me.
1986.
I'm the sequel.
You are too good to be a sequel. And I've covered this in my gaming history because my dad bought it me and I wasn't happy. Alex the Kid in Miracle World.
What is that? I've never heard. Why were you not happy?
Because I didn't want a games console, my dad did. But here I am, working in the games industry, loving games.
You didn't want a games console?
I didn't.
Oh my gosh.
Liz wanted, let me get this right. For Christmas, Liz had asked for, it's like a male version of Polly Pocket.
Mighty Max.
Mighty Max, that's it.
I wanted a Mighty Max and I got Alex Kid.
You got a Master System
I
instead.
got a Master System. So, it was, in all fairness, it wasn't released in Europe at this time. It was released in Japan on November 1st, 1986. But it's the Christmas of my birth. And it came built in the Sega Master System.
Oh.
So if you can get the cartridge version of it now, it's worth a lot of money.
Wow.
So it was developed and published by Sega. So the artist was Riko Kodama, who went on to work on Altered Beast in 1988, Sonic the Hedgehog in 1991, and now she's a producer who worked on Skies of Arcadia, and she advocates to only work on character designs that are appealing to genders and don't represent the mistreatment of women.
Awesome.
So she is amazing.
Yeah.
So Alex the Kid is like a platformer.
Also, just a quick fact check. It is called Alex Kid.
I know it's Alex Kid, but
Liz
the
always
music...
calls it Alex the Kid.
The music... Aurora. The music goes...
Thanks for telling us. I would have never known.
Wait,
The
I
music
know, but
goes...
there is a story to this. And so Liz ascribes the lyrics.
Alex the kid.
So without the it doesn't work. Welcome to Liz Logic.
He's a kid.
So is his last name Kid?
Yeah.
So he's not a kid.
He's also
No,
a
it's
kid.
2 D's. Alex Kidd.
Like a goat.
Right. Yeah.
But he's also
I didn't
a
make
kid.
it up.
He's also a kid. So, the story is, he's a martial artist called Alex.
He's... Really?
Yeah. He's got a big fist, hasn't he? He always
I
punches
can't
with his big
remember
fist. So yeah, so
With its big fist.
Like Neil and me says.
and he is the son of a defeated king called King Thunder, which makes me wonder why his name isn't Alex Thunder, because that's a much better name.
Why did he defy his father's name?
Someone beat him up, didn't he?
What? Stole his surname?
Taking that.
I'm taking
That's
that.
wicked. Yeah, I'm taking that.
I'm taking that.
Is that why it's called taken?
Yeah, because they've taken them. I don't know why it's called Tekken.
So he's on a quest to reclaim his throne,
Good luck.
which is a bit like Final Fantasy 15, isn't it? That's why I like it.
Yeah.
So it's like a very colourful platformer, and every boss is a rock paper scissors game. And so the music goes.
Alex the Kid.
The music goes. And on the duh, you press the button, and then you do rock paper scissors.
So it's like a
so it's like a music timed
roulette
great.
thing.
rhythm
It's so
game.
good.
Rock, paper, scissors.
So yeah, what are my notes?
But did you play it? So you didn't want that as a birthday present?
Christmas. I didn't want it for Christmas. My dad did.
But you played it anyway.
So my dad bought me that along with Mortal Kombat 3 and then proceeded to play Mortal Kombat 3 while I watched. And so when he wasn't there, I just used to play Alex Kidd. You see? That's how it was. And then Mortal Kombat 3. You know, character building and all that. So I put platformer, very colourful, jumping, smashing boxes, punching things and avoiding enemies. Later on, you could like upgrade and get a bike or a helicopter. You know, just jolly your way through levels, really. So the composer later went on to be the sound director of the Castle of Illusion starring Mickey Mouse. Do you remember that? That
Mega
was
Drive
iconic,
classic.
right? Yeah.
Never had a Mega Drive.
Um,
Only played the Mega Drive around my friend's house. Only played Sonic.
And then you walked out of the house going, peasants.
No.
Well, you were there with your...
I didn't have a console at that point. That was the...
Oh, was this not when you had like the full purple transparent Nintendo Switch that you described earlier?
No, this was way before that. Like,
Yeah, this has got to be like 6 or 7 years earlier than that.
I wasn't allowed a console at that point. So I used to go to my friend's house.
that was my household.
Because I wasn't allowed it because I was a girl. And
Yes!
that's a boy
Girls
thing.
don't
It's a
play
boy
video
hobby.
games.
It's just a
Boys
phase,
don't play
yeah.
video games and I don't play with Action Man. So I went around my friend's house. He had a Mega Drive and an Action Man.
Did he have a Mighty Max? Because I tell you, they were hard to come by.
Did not have a Mighty Max, but his Action Man had a zip line that he had tied. Yeah, that he tied from like one end of the room to the other. We used to zip line Action Man all over. It was
love
wicked.
that.
Loved it.
that.
Anyway, played Sonic the Hedgehog. Hated it.
What about Tails?
Mega Drive.
No,
right
I just generally hate Sonic the Hedgehog.
He loves you.
Don't like it. It's all about going fast, and you can't go fast. That's it. That's my bit.
That's the one-line review.
That's the tweet.
That's the tweet.
William, last game, isn't it?
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Your turn.
I'm going to take you way back to
Way back.
1998.
1900s.
No, not that far back. Fast forward a little bit.
1998.
Pause.
The first console with a crank.
The consolograph. The original console. No. 1998.
Yeah.
Valve.
Yeah.
Published by Sierra.
Oh, I know what this is, and I almost picked it.
Not the full life. Half-Life.
That was the Christmas release.
Yep. 19th of November.
Really?
It was because I almost
know
picked
that.
this game.
Wow.
Interesting.
Yeah, I did.
Did not know that.
Well, I wanted
forget
to-
you're an early PC gamer.
Yeah, I wanted to like put myself out of the Call of Duty Gears of War Halo box that you put me in.
I don't think that we put you in that. I think you firmly sealed yourself in there, took a welding iron in with yourself, and locked yourself in.
I think it's a beautiful box of Aurora.
Thank you.
should
I'm very happy with it. I love it. It's great in it.
Love my box.
There's no space in it because they all got armour on.
Anyway.
So what happens when you've only got an Half-Life?
I don't think I'm
The
going to
free
dignify
man.
that with an answer.
Free
You
man.
become a free man.
Not a G-man.
No, not a but that's a good reference too. So, Half-Life, 1998. Half-Life, Quake engine.
Yep.
Or was it Quake 2 engine? I'm not sure. id Tech, anyway. Repurposed to make a story-based game. They put a lot of focus on AI, encounters, things driven not by timers, but by, player position and so on. And it was so if you think about the lineage of like Doom to Quake being fully polygonal, to Quake 2, which is kind of the same thing with slightly better graphics and rocket jumping and stuff. It's fucking great.
Love that.
But not really a story. But then
No, it's a multiplayer. Really.
Exactly, yeah, it's very multiplayer centric. But then take like Brookhaven experiments and like Stephen King, The Mist, and all of those kind of things, and slam that
Isn't there
into
some X-Files?
Yeah, this is
reference?
it.
Like, because G-Man was inspired by the
Smoky Man.
Yeah.
Really?
I think
That's
so.
amazing. I didn't know that.
Well, I mean, X-Files is what started 95-ish.
It was
94, I think.
It was early
Okay.
90s, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah,
Watched it as a
entirely
kid.
possibly, but yeah, like the idea
Yeah,
of
me
like
too. Never slept.
the whole
me neither.
the whole Men in Black thing.
Yeah.
It's like it's the G-Man, it's the kind of behind the scenes people who know about the alien stuff.
Yeah.
So you start out as in this scenario where you're just on a transport and like, oh, you're a scientist and you're going to we're going to do this experiment today, and you spend the first like half an hour of the game being like, what the hell is this? It's meant to be a first-person shooter, and I'm like wheeling this cart around to this experiment.
So
and there's
good.
this other doctors talking to you being like, oh, Gordon, just put this thing in the thing. And you're like, oh, okay. And you push it, and then suddenly it just kicks off.
Yeah.
You accidentally open the portal to whatever it is, and suddenly there's aliens, and there are...
Crabs.
Yeah, there's head crabs, and there's, like opposing soldiers who've come in to kind of shut everything down. And it just becomes this sudden epic out of a very quite straightforward game.
Yeah.
Obviously,
Regular
Half-Life 2.
scientist.
Yeah, it's
Mind
just
your own business.
ordinary guy just rolling around.
And then you get a crowbar.
Yeah.
And
it opens
breaks
up
and the
loose.
store goes to...
to goodness. And yeah, I remember that game because I remember like certain games at Christmas. Red Alert was another one of them,
Yeah.
96, of a game that's like all consuming in a way that I got given it for Christmas, and my parents were like, well, don't just be on your computer, it's Christmas. I'm like, don't give me this amazing game. It's so good, you don't understand. And must have been just such an annoying kid just running off and fucking around with Half-Life and trying to explain why it was interesting to my parents who, didn't really understand games, so that's fine. It's formatively memorable for that Christmas reason, but also it's just a landmark first-person shooter as far as I'm concerned.
Genre
because-
defining.
It is genre defining. It's
Yeah.
a classic, isn't it? Everybody knows Half-Life. Whether you've
Well, I
played it
don't
or not.
know.
You know.
I think there's people
I think a
who
lot of people
didn't
know-
experience PC.
I was not a PC player, but I know Half-Life.
Okay.
And, at university when we were doing level design, we used the Source engine.
Right.
In like their scripting, like you said about this triggering of events. I think it's just very integral, and
I think a lot more people will have played Half-Life 2, which is what I
Yeah.
started on. I started on Half-Life 2.
Was that Orange Box?
It came out before Orange Box. Orange Box.
Oh, sure,
was
yeah,
the
but I'm just saying that was the
compilation.
way it got on console, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Right.
that's how it got on console, but I played it on PC before that.
Right.
I played Half-Life 2 and Episode 1 and Episode 2.
Yeah.
And that was really good. And then I was like, maybe I should play the first one so it makes more sense.
But correct me if I'm wrong. Where did Team Fortress come from? That's,
university.
When a mum
It
loves
grew.
a dad, and they make a baby, and then Team Fortress comes out.
that's babies.
Oh yeah.
That's right, especially
babies.
babies.
I don't
No, but Team Fortress was from Valve and from the Half-Life source, wasn't it?
I don't know. Genuinely don't
I think
know.
so.
I just remember everyone at uni playing it.
I was never into Team Fortress, which is really ironic now.
Well, Team Fortress 2 was like
Team
where
Fortress
it
2
actually
was-
kicked off.
Yeah, huge.
Team Fortress 2 is basically Overwatch.
Exactly,
Before
which
Overwatch.
which is why it's weird that I was never into Team Fortress 2. But maybe it's because I didn't have
Well,
friends.
if you just looked at Team Fortress and then gone, oh, there's a sequel, you probably wouldn't have cared unless you'd watched the trailers, because the trailers were like introducing the characters and doing really cool stuff. It's when there's sort of the machinima stuff and all of the sort of like, let's do interesting animations with the game engine.
It was based, so the original Team Fortress was based on a Quake mod.
Oh yeah, Action Quake. That is exactly it.
Correction. Team Fortress was simply a Quake mod and had nothing to do with Action Quake.
Yes. Anyway, Half-Life.
There is your fact check.
That's my fantastic Christmas game that
It's
I
a great
loved.
Christmas game. It's awesome. Topical, considering Half-Life Alyx.
Yeah.
Is it
That was
thing?
great as
I
well.
cannot wait.
I'm not excited because VR games make me feel weird and I can't play them.
Well, that's okay.
Maybe there'll be slightly better hardware by the time next year rolls around that will better refresh rate that won't make you sick.
It's not the fact it doesn't make me sick. It just gives me I can't explain it. It separates me from reality in the real world.
So it's like a virtual reality. Genre defining Aurore Dimopoulos. Fucking hell.
No, what I mean is,
Yeah.
so when you're in VR, my brain, like a lot of people, like get sucked into it, and they're like, "Oh my god, like it's 1-to-1, and I can, like, my brain believes everything that it's seeing." My brain does not do that. It goes, "This is all fake. What is happening? I'm going to freak out now." So I can't immerse myself in VR. But when I take
okay.
off VR. Everything that is real does not feel real, and I feel super disjointed, and then I get a really bad headache,
Yeah,
and I
I
have
can
to sit in
understand why
a
you don't want to
quiet
play.
room for like an hour or two. It's awful.
Are you sure you mean VR and not mushrooms? Because that is
100%
basically
sure.
described.
100% sure. Maybe
Just
it
checking.
has. Yeah, 100% sure I mean VR.
Cool.
I can't do it.
So you said
Liz.
Half-Life,
Yeah.
really good intro. Get straight into it. What is your favourite intro from a computer game ever?
Oh, wow, that's a really good one. I kind of want to say my favourite game again because I just love it for all of its different reasons, which is Interstate 76.
I've never still not played it. You've mentioned it so many times. You've not done an episode on it either. What is the intro to
I'm
it?
saving it.
I've
till it's
never
the
heard
last
that this was your favourite game.
Interstate 76 is a game based on the MechWarrior engine, and it's a blaxploitation 70s funk gritty movie, but as a video game. It's a vehicle combat game set in 76.
Cool.
It's like a Tarantino movie as a game.
Wow.
It's like Jackie Brown the game almost. It's wonderful, and it's got great characters, and the intro is just basically your sister Jade is being chased, and she has the car that you inherit from her, and she's in this high-speed chase with this guy who's dropping landmines from his car
Sure.
and takes part of her car out. She has to kind of crash, and then she gets chased off by Taurus, who's this dude with an afro, comes in with a pistol, and then he's just kind of holding her, and she's like, "Find my brother, tell him." And then the game just kicks off, and you inherit the car.
That's cool.
And he's contacting you on the CB radio being like, "I've got to tell you about your sister, she's died, blah, blah." And then you inherit her car, and it kind of rolls on from there, and you're trying to find this mob boss that killed her.
That sounds good.
That sounds cool.
So good, man.
That sounds like such a good
and
game.
the music's incredible. The music's by a guy. Do you remember the band Third Eye Blind? Does this mean anything?
No.
I didn't really know. I was vaguely aware of them, but like basically the bass player from that put together a band of session musicians and made a full original soundtrack in the style of the funk of the time, recorded it all live, and so it just sounds
Cool.
like there's loads of little references. You're like, oh, that's a bit of this song by this band, and Oh, it's so good. And because it's on PC, you've got the full keyboard. There's a key for poetry.
What?
You can press a key on the keyboard and he gets on the CB radio and goes, "Hey, Stampede, how about a poem?"
Oh my god.
And the guy goes, "Looking out your window of your room, Main Street, on a slick grey afternoon sky, the light on your face." And he just goes through about 8 different poems. And it's fucking wonderful. So I love Interstate 76. I don't know how we got onto this topic.
Favourite intros.
Favourite intros.
Well, there you go.
Aurora, favourite intro.
Favourite intro.
I don't think I have one. I don't know.
You can say Halo if you like, you know.
Yeah,
I don't know, because I think it might be the original Gears of War, because you don't know what the fuck is going
the
on.
Original Gears.
What?
The original Gears game is...
I've played it, but I don't
The
remember.
original Gears game is you're basically being broken out of prison and you don't know why you're in prison for the first,
Oh.
yeah.
Do you not remember that?
Huh?
I don't remember the
Marcus
start.
Phoenix is in... I don't think you start as Marcus Phoenix. I can't remember. I need to read it.
Yeah, I think you
can't
do.
remember the first one now.
Yeah, you're basically
In the
being
intro.
broken out of prison. And
Okay.
then you're being broken out into an already destroyed prison. For one thing, how are you still in a cell? That's a question I have.
Who's managing this prison?
Please let me know if you're listening to this, which you're not.
You know that you aren't the audience, right?
No. Can you look check later? Thanks. And into a full-out war of just these weird monsters that are coming out of holes in the ground, and everyone's shouting at you, and you're just like, and then you got a best friend that's just like, "Oh, I'm glad to see you," and you're just like, "Yeah, I'm glad to see you. Who are you?" And then you just don't know what's going on,
Who are
and
you?
it's a
Am I
chaos
next?
driven thing, and there's explosions and shit, and then everything calms down, and then you kind of get to know the story, and you're like, "Oh, okay, right, I was in prison for war crimes. Cool."
Okay. I didn't know he was in prison for war crimes.
Yeah, I can't remember what specifically. I did read the books. I think it's because of parts of there's some really intense thing, because there's the coalition, and then there's another faction as well.
Yeah.
That they don't deal with the coalition. I can't remember what they're called, and they're having a war.
They're having a war.
They're having a war beforehand, and he's involved in that war.
Right.
Okay.
There was a battle at Aspho Fields, which is the title of a book that I read once.
Have you read the novelizations like Liz has read the Resident Evil novelizations?
I've read all of the SD Perry.
I've not read
novelizations of Resident Evil. Yeah.
I've only read 2 Gears of War books. I've read about 4 Halo books.
I love the novelizations.
I love me a good.
gaps.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I read the book that filled in the gaps between Gears 4 and Gears 5, and that was great.
When you're invested in the world
Wicked.
so much, you need those gaps.
Yeah, you just
Filled
need to be told what
I think
happened.
that only applies if you're literate, which I was not.
Okay.
What do you mean?
I mean, I still don't read very
right.
quickly at all.
I don't read quickly
I'm
either.
a really slow reader.
But they're
I don't read quickly.
they're not difficult books to get through though.
No,
If you're a fan of the world of a universe that you already know,
Yeah.
you quickly kind of...
That's true.
Yeah.
The only novelizations I remember reading was Stargate the movie.
Did
was
you?
great.
Oh my
Had
god,
Kurt
I
Russell in it
love
as well.
I
Yeah.
love
Good old Kurt.
Russell.
Yeah, I do love Kurt Russell.
I do love Stargate.
And Young Indiana Jones Chronicles.
I don't know that one.
The thing is, the more you read books, the faster you will get at reading.
True
Not
that.
interested in that, but thanks.
Okay, cool.
No, I like reading. I'm just pretty slow. Liz, favourite intro?
Well, Final Fantasy VIII is an obvious one.
Is it?
Yeah. The beginning cutscene to Final Fantasy VIII, obviously.
I haven't seen it.
Is that the one where the dude is laughing really hard? It's not in the intro.
No,
but
that's
it's-
Final Fantasy X.
Oh, okay.
Where he's teaching her how to fake laugh.
Yeah. It's memes, don't worry about it.
What?
It's exactly like that.
We'll show
Sure.
you later.
We'll show you later.
We'll show you later.
The internet knows what we're talking about.
I
Sure it does.
think that Bioshock is probably my favourite intro.
Oh, that's a great shout.
I
Holy
thought you were
shit.
going to say that. We studied that in our game design.
Really?
course, yeah.
Love game design. Great course.
Bioshock.
Bioshock, the intro to Bioshock is just incredible. And even now, I just think it's the best. The runner-up is the intro to Dead Space 2, where
Another good
a man's
shout.
face just explodes. Because,
Why not?
because why not?
I should really replay Dead Space. I haven't.
I started playing.
They must be doing remasters of those.
But
Why are they not?
they still hold up so great. I played the first Dead Space 3 on the 360 again recently, and
I think it's backwards compatible, so you can get it.
Is it really?
I think so.
The horror still holds up. I've not played the second one.
It's a great game.
It is great.
It had great health indications.
Yeah, no HUD, just
no HUD, just on his suit.
Good old
Spine lights indicated your health. So good.
So yeah, I think
another
Bioshock.
game we studied in our games design course.
Dead Space is one of the most perfect games ever made, in my opinion.
I wouldn't say that.
I think.
Well, ladies, it's time for me to wish you a Merry Quizmas.
Excellent.
With this festive quiz. So you can play along at home or in the pub or just drunk in the park, wherever you happen to be this
I've got a pen and paper. Do I need a pen and paper?
You will need a pen and paper.
How many questions?
There's going to be 10 questions.
I'm going to number it.
That would be advantageous.
Do you like my classic S?
I think it's beautiful.
Thanks.
Okay.
S for the best.
Liz.
Hello.
Aurora.
Yeah.
Hello.
Listener.
That's not me. Okay.
Question the first.
Yes.
Donna, Dasher, Vixen, and Octodad. How many legs? Are you happy with that? Or would you like me to repeat the question?
Wait, is that all legs in total?
Yep.
Oh, wait. I thought you
okay.
meant just,
Donna, Dasher,
I was thinking maybe
Vixen,
Octopus had the same amount of legs as a
and
reindeer.
Octodad. How many legs?
Donna, Dasher.
Vixen and Octodad.
Wait, I don't know. Wait a minute. I think I've done it. Yeah.
Okay,
I've
question
done it.
2. Father Christmas
Yeah.
is delivering a brand new Ouya to 12 lucky children who have been good all year. What year is it?
Oh,
An Ouya? Is that a type of animal? I don't know.
Oh dear. Oh, sweetheart.
Am I really too old for this? Okay, so it was like
No, you're
20,
not.
30 years ago.
it's funny.
Well,
Right.
I'll tell you about Ouya sometime.
Okay. Question
Hang on a
3.
minute. Wait, what year was it? I need to think. I can only think in Eurogamers because that's
is
how I got
like-
mine.
Correction. Aurora was thinking of the on-live streaming console, something she got at a Eurogamer, and will henceforth be referring to that, and not the Ouya.
This is like when you were talking about the mobile phones you had, and it sounded like something from the future.
I'm
I
gonna
had my
have to
Nokia
guess.
3310, that was it, right?
Right until you had an iPhone 8.
Yeah.
Okay, I had to think of which Eurogamer I was at when I got that.
Now, question 3. In A Muppet Christmas Carol,
There's a Muppet.
Scrooge is visited by 3 ghosts of Christmas past, present, and future. Name 3 video game ghosts.
Oh, what? Do the Pac-Man ghosts have names?
Yeah, they do.
Trevor.
One. Trevor, Steve, and Jeff. Pop it down. It's not that, by the way.
Oh, God. Wait, 3?
Yep.
Yeah, I've just named Pac-Man ghosts, so...
That's fine.
There's not 3 ghosts, so...
There's 4, actually.
Yep. I've only named 3 because I can't remember the other one.
All right. Question 4. Die Hard
Yeah.
is widely considered to be one of the best Christmas films
It's
ever
not a
made.
Christmas film, though, is it?
It is a
it's
Christmas
available-
film.
And is available now on VHS, DVD, and Blu-rays. Die Hard Trilogy on the PlayStation 1
That was a great
featured
game.
3 game genres. Name them. A point for each.
I didn't even know this thing existed, so I'm not
Points
going to.
for each. Try and guess what you might make in PS1 era 3 game genres. Question 5th. What festive movie tie-in released in 1990 for the NES had the subtitle The New Batch?
Oh, yeah, that was it.
Say that again.
What festive movie tie-in released in 1990 for the NES
Oh, thanks.
had the subtitle The New Batch? Liz has shown Aurora the answer, thus ruining the object of said quiz.
I never had an NES. So...
And I might be wrong. It might be like Baker's Dozen the game or something.
What?
Baker's Dozen.
No one knows what that is.
I don't know what that is.
A Baker's Dozen, 12 cobs.
Question 6.
None of which made any sense.
Right. This is not really game related, but fuck it. I've tried to weave it in. In festive filmic fun time Elf, Will Ferrell stars as a Link cosplaying 40-something orphan. At the outset of his journey, what creature wishes Buddy the Elf good luck finding his dad?
God, I'm not going to remember that.
Question 7. In Home Alone, which popular video game franchise technically helps Kevin beat up the wet bandits? Which video game franchise helps Kevin beat up the wet bandits?
It's the name Beat Up.
Nope, that is not a clue.
Okay.
So don't treat it as one.
God,
you
I
will
can't.
be misled. Okay. Question 8. Which famous Sega Saturn title
Oh gosh, the Sega Saturn.
had a Christmas-themed spin-off given away in magazines as a part of the official demo disc? Do you want a clue? Because I've got a clue for this one.
I'd
Yes,
need one
please.
because I never had a Saturn.
The subtitle was Into Dreams.
Is it a David Cage game?
It's not Cage-related.
Into Dreams.
Into Dreams.
Oh.
Aurora has remembered it. Nearly. If you remember the main character, very distinctive looking.
Yes,
Okay.
I know what you're talking about.
Cool.
I do.
Question
that.
the 9. Aurora is sharing her answer with Liz.
It's team effort.
It's a team effort.
Well, she shared one of hers.
Yeah,
so I'm
fair's fair.
Thank
Exactly.
Question 9. In which Christmas DLC of a game, which game had a Christmas DLC in which you killed Kris Kringle himself, Santa Claus? Which game had a Christmas DLC where you killed Santa Claus?
Sounds very Rockstar. Red Dead Redemption.
And finally, I'm gonna need to rush you on this one. Question 10. Recently announced game I Am Jesus Christ
No. sorry,
celebrates the adventures of the eponymous birthday boy himself. Why did it cause an uproar online? Was it A, gamification of faith? B, miracles only available as loot boxes? Or C, no battle royale mode? Pick A, B or C.
Could it be any of those things?
There we go. Okay, ladies, are you ready for the answers?
Well, should we not say our answers?
Should
that
we say
have?
our answers?
We should say our
Yeah,
answers.
I'll repeat the questions so people at home can know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Should we mark each other's answers?
We can do.
Like a pub quiz.
Do we need an invigilator?
Oh, babe, the year! I'm going to teach you about the year.
No.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, question 1 was Donna, Dasher, Vixen and Octodad. How many legs?
20.
20.
The answer is 14.
We both put 20. We both put 20.
Does
so the
Octodad
answer
not
must be
have 8
20.
legs?
He's an octopus, isn't he?
Octopi actually only have 2 legs. The rest are technically arms.
What a load of
You
bobbins.
fucker.
Well, we
I
both
looked
got
it
that wrong,
up,
didn't we, Rob?
got it wrong, fact-checked it and corrected it.
Wow.
Okay.
Got that wrong.
Question 2. Father Christmas is delivering a brand new Ouya to 12 lucky children who've been good all year. What year is it?
I put 1992.
She did put 1992.
Now, the answer I've got down here is trick question. All the good children got a PS4 that year. But it's actually 2013.
Yes, she got that.
I got
Everyone
it.
got that.
Smashed it.
I knew which Eurogamer it was because they had 3,000 to give out for free at Eurogamer.
And 5 to sell.
No, they didn't sell any. There was just
Brutal.
massive queues to get one, and we got one right. We didn't have to queue because it was like the end of the last day and they still had some left. And it didn't work.
Oh.
Question 3. In A Muppet Christmas Carol, I don't know why I chose the Muppet one, just prefer it. Muppet Christmas Carol, Scrooge is visited by 3 ghosts of Christmas past, present and future. Name 3 video game ghosts.
So Liz has Luigi's Mansion, Ghost Hunter, Ghost the Game. What?
Right, so let's rewind that. What's your first answer on there, Liz?
Ghostly game.
What with Patrick
Ghost the
Swayze?
Game.
Yeah. Is it a game? It's got to be a game.
I
hasn't it?
checked that. Weirdly, because you could also have not had Patrick Swayze from Ghost.
Damn it!
There was no Ghost to the game.
She just
Aurora
Yeah.
had.
Inky, Pinkley, and Clyde.
Yeah, Inky, Pinky, Clyde.
Yeah.
So you can have Blinky, Inky, Pinky, Clyde from Pac-Man. I also found King Boo And I wrote down the ghosts from Ghosts and Goblins or ghosts from Ghouls and Ghosts. Slimer or Stay Puft from Ghostbusters games.
Didn't get any of them.
Just going to put cross there.
Also, originally, I wrote down Kirby. And my mate Dan was like...
He's not a ghost.
He's not a ghost.
Is he not?
Why did you think he was a ghost?
Looks a bit like a ghost.
He does look a bit like a ghost. He looks a bit like a dessert as well.
He looks like an angel delight.
He does.
What do you mean an angel delight? He's round.
He looks like
in a bowl.
Yeah. Angel delight.
You turn it upside down.
And there's Kirby.
It's Kirby.
I'll tell you what I'd eat.
Not sure about that.
He'd be devoured if he came near me.
Butterscotch though. Brilliant.
No, strawberry, isn't it? That's what flavour Kirby is.
Well, that makes sense.
I really want to read. Let me read this, please.
Okay.
Let me try and
You're
read
reading
this
all of her
answer.
answers. So, question 4 was: Die Hard is widely considered to be one of the best Christmas films ever and made. It is now available on VHS, DVD, and Laserdisc. Die Hard Trilogy on the PS1 features 3 game genres. Can you name them?
So,
What has Liz put?
Liz has put FPS, RTS, and RPG.
I mean, no.
Okay.
I've always put bowling. Bowling platformer and arcade shooter.
Okay, so wait, what have you got?
FPS, RTS, and RPG.
Okay, I'm going to give you FPS because it's kind of true, but arcade
Okay.
shooter is more accurate.
Okay.
So is this a 3-pointer or a...
It's a 3 potential pointer.
Okay.
So you can have 1 each.
So
on
does
that.
the arcade...
One each.
Okay, 1 each.
So there was a Time Crisis ripoff.
Really?
There was a third-person wander-around shooter, really primitive, and then there was a Crazy Taxi ripoff.
Okay.
Those were the
okay.
3.
One. So far, you've got 1 point, Liz.
I'm doing well.
Question 5. What festive movie tie-in released in 1990 for the NES
If this is wrong, I'm sorry.
had the subtitle The New Batch?
Is it Gremlins?
It is Gremlins
Good.
2.
Oh, give us
New
Gremlins
batch.
though. Can we have
You
Gremlins?
can have it.
Thanks.
Yeah.
It's Christmas.
It's Christmas. Question 6. In festive filmic fun time Elf, Will Ferrell stars as a Link cosplaying 40-something orphan. At the outset of his journey, what creature wishes Buddy the Elf good luck finding his dad? And Aurora is about to read out Liz's question once she finishes laughing about what she's written down. Oh, and honking her way through the
She's
podcast.
put, and I don't know how to read the second word because your handwriting's a bit squiff. But it says reindeer or squims.
Wait, let me see if I can read this.
Squims.
Squirrels.
It's a squirrel.
Is that squirrel?
It's a squirrel.
Okay.
So reindeer or squirrels? Liz, what did Aurora write?
An actual elf.
Actual
Because
elf.
he's not an actual elf.
He's not real, is he?
Okay, the answer was Mr. Narwhal.
Okay, none of them.
That's not a
It's a narwhal. He comes out of the sea and says, "Good luck, buddy. Let me find your dad."
yeah, I
Thanks,
remember
Mr. Narwhal.
But a narwhal's a real animal.
Still,
Didn't say it was fake.
still think
I just said what
squims is
creature.
right.
Could be squizzles. Question 7. In Home Alone, which popular video game franchise technically helps Kevin beat up the Wet Bandits?
Tekken.
It is not. Did not exist.
Did I write an answer?
No.
No, I didn't write an answer.
Okay, the answer is Micro Machines.
Oh yeah, because they try. Yeah,
He
okay.
uses Micro Machines.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's a good one. Yeah.
then the next one.
If I got this wrong, I'm sorry.
I'm interested as to whether Aurora did get this right because she seemed quite confident. Which famous Sega Saturn title had a Christmas-themed spin-off given away in magazines as a part of the official demo disc? The clue was the subtitle Into Dreams.
I put Friday the 13th.
No,
Damn it!
No.
it was Knights.
Never heard
Don't
of
know
it,
what that
it?
is.
Never heard of it.
It was
is
the semi sort of psychedelic flying-ish game with the character that looked a bit like a jester.
No.
I better show you a picture, you remember it, but this
But that's
was
why you said
Christmas
distinctive
Nights.
face, and I was like,
Freddy
definitely Freddy
Definitely
Krueger.
Freddy.
Yeah.
Okay, fine, no, not that.
Correction. Aurora was thinking of Freddy Krueger, but said Friday the 13th. She meant Nightmare on Elm Street. Well, probably.
Not very festive either.
Also, I was like really confused as to why there was a festive spin-off.
Yeah.
Friday the 13th.
He's got a Christmas
Well,
hat
they
on.
did space. You might as well do Christmas.
I mean, his jumper is mildly festive, I guess.
What, and this is heavy
He's got
knit?
red stripes
Yeah,
on
heavy
it.
knit, red stripes. Can pass
Okay.
it off.
Fancy
So, where am I? Question 9 of 10. In which Christmas DLC did you kill Santa Claus?
Aurora said Conker's Bad Fur Day.
Because I don't know, It just seemed like a.
What did
I
Liz
think
say?
that she said GTA.
Liz is closer, but still no. It's Hitman.
Hitman, really?
Yep.
I thought it was very Rockstar. And I don't mean that in a bad way. Definitely don't mean that in a bad way. But I just thought it's very Rockstar. It'd be like, here's this DLC where we...
Yeah, a little bit edgy.
Yeah, a bit edgy.
Yeah. Finally, recently announced game I Am Jesus Christ celebrates the adventures of the eponymous birthday boy himself. Why did it cause an uproar online? Was it gamification, faith? Was it miracles only available as loot boxes? Or was it no battle royale mode?
So Liz put C, no battle royale mode, but probably A.
Okay.
I think it's probably A, isn't it?
It is probably
really?
A. Liz.
Aurora put A.
Okay, it is A. You can have a point for A.
Okay.
So Aurora got 5 out of 10.
You got
1.
2, 3 out of 10.
Okay, Aurora is the winner.
Yay!
Here's feedback.
Aurora!
Christmas Quizmas.
Christmas
Merry
Quizmas.
Christmas,
Christmas
Aurora.
Thanks,
You're a
Mary.
pledge. It's nice to have you.
Thank you for having me on. It's been great.
Always.
I've had a good time.
An absolute...
Are you
pleasure.
marking mine like a teacher?
No, I'm putting love hearts around your name on your paper.
Thanks.
Like an inappropriate teacher.
Like an inappropriate teacher.
Well, ladies, it's been fun
An A.
on this. An A for Ace. On this Christmas edition of Fierce Feedback, we appreciate you all listening to us drunkenly rambling through these games and this Quizmas. Aurora, thank you.
Thank you, Aurora.
Thank you for having me.
You're a legend as always.
Thanks.
We'll see you next time.
Bye. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Happy holidays.
Happy Hanukkah. Happy Kwanzaa.
Just have a dead good time.
Merry Festivus.
Ghost the Game should have been made though.
What?
Ghost the Game.
It should. It's basically like using the accelerometer on your phone.
What, to balance Patrick Swayze? To make your part.